Unmute myself. Alright, hello everyone. Welcome in. I made it. Yeah, I know I was muted because I was recording some stuff and I forgot to unmute. How's everyone doing? Hello Artie, hello Gare, hello Ice. How is everyone doing? Hope you're doing good. Sorely be missed. I'm gonna be a dad. Yes. I'm gonna be a dad. Wait, why do you have me being sad? Why do you have me being sad to be a dad? Shouldn't I be happy to be a dad? Oh man. To go to a grad party. Ooh. That sounds fun. And I haven't been to a grad party in a while. Actually, no, I went to one of my friends, but that's probably the last grad party I'm probably, I don't want to say ever gonna go to. I'm assuming in the future there will be other people, but people my age, it's the last grad party I'm gonna go to, probably. It was a lot of fun. Hope you enjoy them. If you like grad parties, some people do, some people don't. College debt. Ibuki's college debt. Ah, I see. I see. Well, she's so smart. She'll get a full ride scholarship, right? She'll get a full ride scholarship. For surely, right? Surely she'll get a full ride. Hello, team. Welcome in. How are you doing? Hope you're doing good. This is with people I know, yeah. That's honestly my biggest fear when it comes to college, like, or any kind of grad party. I'm just thinking of college because of the college debt. No, it's my biggest fear when it comes to like any party, grad party, is like, I'll use my one friend as an example. I went to a friend's grad party and they're like, I know her and I know her family very well, and I've known them forever. Well, for a very, very, very long time. So I'm very close with them. However, the rest of their extended family and friends, with the exception of one person, I don't know at all. So I'm like this one outsider friend who like knows them. I don't want to say I know them more than the rest of the people, but I've known them longer than they've known anyone else. Like, they've known me the longest, with the exception of like extended family. They've known me the longest, but nobody knows me. And it's like, it's funny. And it was funny because like back when they went into when we were all in like primary school or whatever, I don't know if it was high school, it might have been, but we went to separate schools and whatever, and like we were really good friends, and so obviously they talked about me and I talked about them, you know, just like you talk about your friends or whatever. And so everyone at the school knew who I was at the school that my friend went to, but I didn't know any of them. I was like a celebrity in that school because they just kept talking about me. But no one had ever seen me, so no one knew if I was real or not. And so then I think they had like a bonfire, and then everyone met me and they're like, see, I am real. It's real. E2 is a real person. It was really funny. About to go to bed. I just want to stop by and say hi. Well, hey, I appreciate it, but enjoy your sleep. You probably need it. I know you sleep, you work at nights, but enjoy your sleep, team. I appreciate you stopping in. Yes, tuck team. I need to get a tuck command or something. But yeah, I was gonna open up my my Lucky Star Nendroid, but I need to get a new motherboard, unfortunately. The motherboard I have is just running out of power. It's pretty old, so it can't do the power distribution for all the stupid peripherals I have. So I can either I guess I could unplug a Stream Deck or two. Maybe that might help. But basically, I either run my audio system or I run my camera. So those are the two options I have. I either run a camera with no audio or I have audio with no camera. So I'm just gonna not do a desk cam stream until I figure that out. But that's fine, because that leads me into my announcement, I suppose. I'm going to take a big break. I don't know how long it'll be. Me need sleep. No, I only slept 4.5 hours. Yeah, you should go get a little bit extra. Get a little bit more. Get just a little bit more. But yes, I will be taking my first ever hiatus. It's not my first ever, but like this is like a genuine more than like a month. Probably. I don't know. That's the thing, is I don't know how long it's gonna be. Gone to one grad party. It was for high school. It was pretty lovely, even if I was really socially anxious. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I like going to them. They're fun, and you get free food, you know. People who host grad parties usually have like nice venues or like nice backyards and stuff like that. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I live in a suburban area, but I always liked going because like the people have like the nice. It was really like only people who could like afford, and it's not like expensive, but like you need to be able to afford a grad party to make it, like to invite a lot of people to it, you know? And I don't know, it's always fun. Or at least you have to have a good space for it. I didn't really have a space for it, so I didn't really have one. But it's fine because I went to all my friends' grad parties, and that was good enough, you know? You just want to hang out with your friends. I mean, I had like a small one where like some of the neighbors came over, but you know, it wasn't like a huge deal. And it kind of worked out. But yeah, they're fun. But yes, I'm going to be taking a large break. So I can focus on actually debuting my VTuber model. Now, I realize not very many people are here right now, and honestly, the problem with being a smaller streamer is that I don't know how I'm gonna communicate this to people. You know, making a Discord post isn't really gonna reach too many people. I don't know if the Twitter. I haven't used my Twitter account in so long, which I'll get into in a minute, but I don't know. I'm gonna try. But essentially, I've been attempting to debut my VTuber model. I have it done. I have my stream mostly done. But I know a lot of people are like, well, just debut. Don't really think about it. And so, here's the thing. I don't really know how to talk about it without being spoilery. I am attempting to do something that is more insane than I feel like. I don't want to like go too off the deep end, but like I don't think I've ever seen somebody do what I'm attempting to do. Like what I'm attempting to do with this VTuber debut is so much work, which is part of the reason why I haven't even like shown anything. I've done like probably months of work on a back end, like the whole new setup and everything. I just haven't implemented it because I kind of want it to be its own self-contained thing. So I feel bad when people are like, just debut, don't be nervous about it. It's because like the only way I can debut this is when everything is complete. Like I can't just be like, hey, let me just do my model now, or let me do this now. It's like everything has to be done at the same time to go. I'll probably talk more about it later, and something I'll get to in a minute. But it's so much. Basically, oh, you know what? It's okay. I'm trying to tell a story. I'm trying to give a reason. I'll probably reiterate a lot of this in my final stream. I'm trying to tell a story, and so me and somebody else I'll keep secret for a little bit, just for a little bit. We are going to try to tell a a story. And that's all I'll say for now, is I'm not just being a VTuber. Me and my friend are working on something that is going to be a story. And I'll talk more about it in some other stuff, but I can't really give many details away because it defeats the purpose of the whole thing. So, yeah. You can post hiatus on Twitch. Yeah, I getting the stuff out there is going to be the tough part, because I do want to have a like final stream. I've decided that I want to do it once. I want to find a stopping point. The biggest hurdle for me was finding a stopping point. Because like I don't mind like stopping Blue Archive streaming or like random games I play on Saturday. The main thing that I was worried about was the Ace Attorney stuff, because I've been doing that Ace Attorney stuff, with a few exceptions of like mini hiatuses or mini breaks. I don't want to call those hiatuses. I've been doing that for 4 years straight. And so I was like, I really want to like finish the game before, but like that could be like 4 to 5 months, and that's just too long. I don't want to wait that long. So I decided that whenever I finish this case, the case we're currently on, I think we got 3 or 4 more streams out of it, maybe. That's when I'm going to take my break. What I am going to do is I am going to have one final, retirement stream is what I wanted to call it, but it's just a hiatus or whatever. But I do want to like do like a little goodbye stream. I'm gonna plan some things. I want to like look back on some clips, some old stream setups, maybe like look at some of my old cringy YouTube videos or stuff like that. Because like when I stop streaming, whenever I come back, I'm not gonna like delete anything. I might private some things like on YouTube, or like hide some, you know, like no, I might not private any of my VODs. I'm not gonna like hide any of the stuff or like remove it or start new channels or whatever than that. I'm still gonna be E2. Like I'm not changing my name or anything like that. But you'll see when we get to it that I'm not really gonna reference anything that I've done within reason in the past. It's gonna be a brand new kind of stuff. So I want my last stream before I take a break to be like a little like encompassing everything I've done up until now, because everything going forward, with few exceptions, will be like fully non-referential, completely moving on. To a lot of people it might just be like it's my first time streaming. Within reason. But yeah, I do want to do a final stream. Maybe sing a couple songs, actually put that V-Singer title to use instead of just saying it. But yeah. Another thing I'm thinking about is starting a new Twitter account. So I have a Twitter account, and it's like, I think I have like maybe almost 200 followers on it. I think 100 of those follows are all just like scam bots. Like the Twitter account I have, I don't know if it's shadow banned or if it's just, I'm just not lucky and it's just not promoting or whatever. But anytime I ever used Twitter, it would just, you know, I'd post my announcements and it wouldn't show it to anyone. So it's like there was no point to it, you know? And I just have a feeling that maybe it's Nappy, this is not the time. This is not the time for that post, Nappy. Come on. I think I still have it as voice command, so I should probably shut that off. But essentially, giving what how different my streams are going to be going forward, I might just start a new account. I haven't fully decided it. I might try a few things. I'm not going to delete the account because I have a lot of friends on it and stuff like that. But the main thing is what I'm trying to do, and I mean, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this or like if it's a bad take or whatever, but like I'm putting a lot of work into this, and I really it'll work better the more people that are part of it, you know, because it's going to be a very community driven thing. And so if I do it and nobody's there, obviously I'm sure most of my friends will show up and you guys will be there, you know, but there's going to be a lot of stuff that involves a lot of people to be required to be part of this. And, you know, if it doesn't catch any drift or anything, then there's like going to be no purpose to it or whatever. So I feel like at least starting a new account on Twitter might help a little bit. I kind of understand how it works. Another thing I've kind of realized, and like this isn't like, I don't know, this is like a tough thing to talk about because I know a lot of people in the streaming community are just like stream because it's fun and then don't worry about your audience or whatever. I love everyone I've met, but I have really kind of stagnated in growth, and I feel like I want to start branching out into other communities besides like the VTuber community. Obviously, most of my friends are VTubers. I'm not going to leave the VTuber community or whatever, but it's there's not really much room for growth. It's very saturated, and I'm not just doing this because I want to grow, but it would be nice to meet other people that aren't just VTubers. I think there's like maybe 3 people I follow that are that are not even like flesh troop, but just like not just like don't even use a VTuber. Every single person I do. So I kind of want to try to branch out and meet some new people, and maybe go into some other communities. I'm still going to be in one because like I'm debuting as a VTuber. So like obviously I'm not going to leave out of it, but I don't know. I kind of want to try some other audiences, try some different kinds of content and stuff like that. So we're going to do that. But we'll see. It all comes back to how my new, I'll just call it a chapter for now, because for the lack of a better word and lack of explaining what I'm doing, yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. So yeah, and when I take the break, it's gonna be, I want to say it's probably not going to be longer than like 5 months. It's not going to be a year, because the point of this break is, even though I only stream 3 days a week, and a lot of this does come down to procrastination and just like my own struggles with just not having inspiration, but having 3 streams a week, it's too much for me to work on the other stuff that I want to do, which, yeah, I mean, maybe I should be able to do both at the same time, but it's just not really possible for me, at least right now. So that's the main reason I'm going to do this. I won't be gone. I'm obviously going to still be part of this. The only thing I'm not going to do is stream. I will still be in other people's streams. I'll still be on Discord and in other people's Discords and stuff like that. And then I don't think I'll make a new Twitter account until I'm much closer, because like the point of the new Twitter account would strictly be for this new debut thing. And I guess my current Twitter would be like a personal one, I guess. I don't know what it'll be. I'll have to see. Oh my gosh, Nappy, I gotta turn that off. I gotta turn that off. All right. But yeah. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And I guess about a month, maybe a little bit less than a month. I haven't really decided yet. Because like I said, it's going to come down to whenever I finish the Dual Destinies case that I'm on. I think we just started the trial, the final day of the trial. So it's probably going to be 3 streams, so 3 weeks starting from now. So yeah, starting Monday. So, and I'll probably do it on a Saturday stream like I'm doing right now or whatever. It'll be my ex Twitter account. Oh my gosh, you're right. It totally will. But yeah, I'll make a post here. I don't know. I'll just try to say it everywhere. You don't have to. Actually, I probably shouldn't spread the word too much because I don't even have a date when I'll be ending, but I'll try my best to spread the word. But I will be taking about a 5-month break. That's the number. I don't want people to say I'll be back in 5 months because I don't know. It could be 2 months. It's probably not going to be 2 months because there's still a lot of work to do. But it could be any range of stuff. But there will be obviously announcements. There'll be teasers. You know, I'll try my best to get the word out there. And because I'm taking a break, I'll probably start making more YouTube videos too. That's another reason why I want to take a break, is I want to actually make more YouTube videos. Because I really do like streaming. I genuinely enjoy it, but like I said, it's virtually impossible to grow on Twitch. And I like making YouTube videos, but I really don't feel like I have any time because I'm always doing streaming, you know? So I want to start, I'm going to make a couple videos. I have a lot of really just anime, not criticisms, but commentary, I guess is the word to use for it. I have some other fun ideas, so I definitely want to make more on my main channel. Obviously, I'll do some song covers still, because like my debut is still going to be V Singer, and I do actually plan to be a V Singer. I feel like I've been posing with that term, just kind of stealing it. I've sung maybe 7 songs in my career as a V Singer. So I need to actually be a V Singer and sing songs. So I'll be doing that. I don't know if I'll do too many covers while I'm on hiatus, but I definitely want to I have a couple video ideas that I want to do, as well as just finish up this debut thing. But yeah. That's probably also going to end up with me having to buy a new motherboard. Because that's why we're not going to open the Nendroid today, is because my camera won't work. Because my motherboard is getting confused. It can't send enough power to all my peripherals. Because I have too many peripherals. I have 2 XLR mics, 2 Stream Decks, and a camera. And a mouse and a keyboard and all the other necessities you need. So, it's fine. It's fine. My motherboard is... I've had the same motherboard... I've had the same motherboard for like 2.5 years now, so it's pretty old. And it was not a top of the line model. I always get like a model behind or whatever, because it's cheaper. But now I need to upgrade, I guess, which means everything has to come out of the case. I love it. I love that. Any other device, I guess besides the CPU, you have to remove the fan. But like any other PC part, you can just remove. But the motherboard, you have to take everything out. I guess I don't have to take the power supply out, but I have to unplug it, you know? That's not fun. But yeah, I think that's the problem. Every time I plug in my camera, it's like, USB, oh, too many. So I'm assuming that's the motherboard. It just cannot distribute the power properly, so. I hope it doesn't mean I need a new power supply. I doubt it. I think it's a 4070 Ti. I don't think it's a Ti. It might not be, but I think I have enough. So I really don't want to buy a new power supply. I don't want to do this. It's so expensive. Everything is too much right now. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. But yeah. So I guess that's my announcement. I'll try to spread the word and stuff like that, but it'll be a relatively long hiatus until I figure it out. Until we're done, me and my friend. I'm gonna wait a bit, but before I mention who I'm working with, because we haven't figured out how we're gonna talk about it. Yeah, I kind of did all this without telling them, but we're working on it together, so we need to come up with some stuff, but it'll be fun. But yeah, this hiatus, this final hiatus stream has nothing to do with it's just gonna be looking back on everything I've done. I'm gonna have to make a brand new stream setup. Because of course I have to. I can't just use my old stream set. I'm gonna make like a brand new stream setup just for this one final stream, because I have a lot of ideas for it where I want to like switch between like my original style and like my old original transitions and scenes and just chatting, stuff like that. So it'll be fun. I don't know if there's anyone who's still here back from my OG streaming days. I think they've all moved on to other things, but it'll be fun to relive some of that stuff. But yeah. So that's the stuff. Taking a break for a pretty long time, but because I need to work on other things. So no, I'm not burnt out. I just cannot work on stuff when I have 3 streams a week, which makes me kind of worried, especially if I'm going to be doing more. I don't know if I'll come back with 3 streams, but that's like stuff I need to figure out. Yeah, whenever I do come back, just know I may not be able to stream 3 times a week. We'll see. Chilled, cozy streams. So like the vibes aren't really gonna change. Oh, you just meant during the okay, never mind. I was like, I'm not changing my personality. I'm still gonna try to be chill and cozy, but I don't know. I'm definitely not always chill and cozy. Okay, yeah, I get it now. I was like, no, I'm not changing my personality. I come back and I'm just like the Joker or something like that. I'm just thinking of that because I just watched a YouTube video on like the Joker or something like that. So I have the Joker on my mind right now. I have the Joker on my brain. But yeah. I'm kind of disappointed that my camera doesn't work right now, because I was excited to open up. I haven't done a desk cam in so long. And also I've been collecting more plushies. Oh my gosh, FPS. Yeah, I'm just taking 5 months so I can just like grind FPS gaming. So I can finally catch up. That'd be so funny. But yeah, I was excited. I was gonna unbox the Nendroid, and then show off some of my new plushies that I've been getting. I've been showing them in the Discord with that new Ibuki channel that I added. I think the Ibuki channel is probably just gonna be a plush and figure channel, probably. But yeah, it'll be fun. But yeah, I have a ton of stuff. My Quaver plush came in, and it's so cute. The Quaver that was from Unbeatable. So that one finally came in. I really like it. It's so cute. It's also pretty big. It's like, it's obviously not as big as Ibuki, but I think it's the biggest one besides her. But it's cute. Now she just sits in my little cubby hole. She sits in my little cubby hole. The Cubby Quaver. I want to replay that game. Maybe I should wait. Let it mellow. Let it mellow. I mean, I should probably still open it because I know they keep updating it. I really truly hope though that they don't make like a sequel or something like that. At least a sequel to the main story, because like the story's over. They could so easily sequel bait the game, you know, and just be like, all right, part 2. I think they could probably do a spin-off maybe in the universe. Or like a side story, like maybe like while this was happening, or whatever. Maybe they could do that. I kind of want them to leave it untouched, though. Because like, I'm going to spoil it for anyone who missed the finale stream. If you haven't, I highly recommend watching the game or playing through it yourself. It's one of my favorite games of all time. Could it be because I've been following the development cycle for over 4 years and I'm just like invested at this point? Yes. But it's genuinely one of the most heartfelt stories I've ever seen. But for reasons I won't explain because of spoiler reasons, they really cannot have a sequel. I could see how they could do it, but I don't think it would be really hard. It would be really difficult. But anyway, I still have the Quaver plush and she's cute and I love her. Have a good sleep, team. You earned it. Go take a nap. Or a long nap. I'll see you later. But yeah. But yeah, no, so they're still updating it with like new songs, beat map editors, and like I think they added new character. Well, not new characters, but characters from the story. They added them into the actual gameplay, so seems fun. Nothing that I would probably ever stream because I'm not good enough to stream and play rhythm games, so. But man, that game, I don't know if it was life-changing, but it was as close as you can get to life-changing for me. But I honestly hope they just make a new game or make a different game. But it also feels like that was their passion project, so they're done. And they're just going to focus on updating the rhythm game section of the game, you know? Which is totally fine. I'd rather they do that than, you know, sequel beta. Which actually, that makes me wonder of another game that I played that I followed the development cycle of for a super long time. Was it Eternights? It was like a Persona-inspired game. I think they said they're making a sequel. But at least that one, like... Wait, why does it say mobile game? It's not a mobile game. Yeah, 2023, man. Didn't they say that there was going to be a sequel? There's no official release. Okay. But they are working on it, right? Oh, what? They literally... Okay, this is wrong. Confirmed. Working on the second game. It's confirmed that Eternights 2... Alright, hold on. Hold on. I'd say it's a whole other game. Isn't the story over? Okay. Okay, never mind. They're not working on a sequel. They said it was a definitive ending? I mean, the story ended, but you could easily keep going on. Ending was kind of definitive. Okay, maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. I haven't played the game in over 3 years, and I also don't think I, like, fully finished the game. Like, I might... Maybe there was, like, other secret endings or whatever, but... Okay, so they're just working on a different game. They're just working on a new game, which is fine. That's fine. Okay. But yeah, no, Eternights was like a Persona-inspired game, but the gameplay was completely different. It wasn't turn-based. It was like, I think it was I don't know, combat-based or whatever. I don't know. You controlled the characters. But it was super fun. It was very, not cheesy, but it was fun. I liked it. And I think it sold like 1 million copies or something like that. It was like an insane thing. I thought it was like a small indie game, but then they were like, actually, it's like a just below AAA, and it was pretty cool. So, but yeah, no sequel for them. I might need to replay that because it was pretty fun. It wasn't nearly as in-depth as Persona, though. Guys, I started playing Persona 3 Reload off stream. The games are so grindy. And I don't really mind grinding. If I can just turn my brain off and like pop on a YouTube video or something like that, I guess I don't mind it, but yeah, it's so grindy, dude. I think I realized playing the Persona games, because I've watched playthroughs of all 3 Persona games. I don't know what you're talking about. There's only 3 Persona games. but I've watched playthroughs of them, and I realized that I just like watching shows. that I'd much rather watch the story, because I really enjoyed those playthroughs, because it was really just the story part. But now that I'm actually playing and I have to grind for hours to level up, it's like, this isn't fun. This is not fun. I don't want to do this. Especially because, like, on top of the grinding, you also have, like, all of the social links and side quests to do. And I'm gonna feel bad if I don't get them all, you know? So, it's interesting. But yeah, all I did was I just knocked the difficulty down to peaceful, and like that made me get XP a lot faster, stuff like that. So I'm just gonna do that from now on because I don't want to grind for hours. You know, so it is what it is. But I already have Persona 3 Reload and Royal. They're making Revival, so I might as well do it. I guess. So part of my 5 months is also going to be finishing the Persona series. I'm just kidding. That's not any part of the reason at all. But man, I just cannot believe, I cannot imagine playing that game on normal and just grinding, because you get like nothing for, unless maybe I just need to look up a guide. I could just be grinding wrong. There could be I'm just trying to level up incorrectly, which is very, very possible. So I'll just need to look up best ways to grind. But to be fair, if I have to Google like how to play the game, then you know, I don't know. I know a lot of like those kind of games are about self-discovery and figuring out your own strategies and tactics and stuff like that. So that's probably part of it. But I don't know, man. I'm busy. I'm busy. I'm a busy person. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still enjoying it. It's still fun. It's just I don't really like grinding. I actually am surprised how much I enjoy the gameplay. And I think the more difficult the fights are going to get, the more fun it's going to be. Because I've never really enjoyed turn-based games. I think they're just kind of boring. But I'm actually enjoying the gameplay. Yes, it's a lot flashier than the original was, but like, I like flashy stuff. It's fun. But I'm enjoying the actual like thinking and stuff like that. But right now, I think I'm at the point in the game where it's like it's still pretty easy. I don't have to use too many buffs or debuffs or strategies. It's just pick the weakness and go. But there's a little bit of extra nuance to it right now, but I can see myself really enjoying thinking through it. But I'm also not excited for like 10-minute boss fights. I'm not excited for that. Because I know these boss fights, the harder they get, the longer they take. So I'm really not pumped for that. See, the beauty of like boss fights that I enjoy, like Souls-likes, is that within reason and certain exceptions, I'm just going to use the Jedi series for example, because that's like my favorite game series of all time right now. The boss fights themselves take like maybe 2 to 3 minutes. I think maybe no, I don't think I ever was in a boss fight for more than 5 minutes. But it could take me, I think the longest boss fight was a boss fight in Jedi 2, and it took me like 3.5 hours or something like that. But the actual boss fight itself didn't take more than 2 minutes. It was just 3.5 hours of attempts. I think I broke it up. I don't think I did it in one sitting. But that was fun. That was actually fun. I don't know if it would be as fun if it's 3.5 hours of 10-minute attempts. I don't think that would be fun. Like, if a boss fight is super short and just takes a couple of minutes every attempt, I think that I don't mind doing that for a long time. But if it's like, if I get like 10 minutes into a boss fight and then I die, I think I might quit the game. I'd do that maybe twice, and then I'd be like, I don't want to do that again. I invested so much time just to die. I don't want to do that. I don't know. We'll see. I've never played a game like that before. So we'll find out when I get to the end of Persona, I guess. But I'm really not looking forward to it. Ogdo Bogdo! Yes. Oh my gosh, it's Dia. What was the announcement? Alright, I'll give you the, I'll make an announcement in Discord later. But, TLDR. I'm going on break whenever I finish the next case in Ace Attorney. I'm taking a long hiatus so I can focus on making my debut. I will actually probably personally DM you and Ronan specifically, or like talk in our chat or whatever, because I haven't really let you in on what I'm working on. It's a lot. It's so much. And granted, you guys don't need to like help at all, but I feel like the mods should probably know what I'm doing. I can go more in detail with you guys later, but just know that like the reason I'm taking no, actually I would love I would love a judge. We need more opinions so we know what we're doing. But me and a friend are working on a debut. And all I'll say for now is it's much more in depth than just I'm gonna use a new model and a new stream setup. So I definitely will need you guys to be a part of it, because you guys are the mods and I kind of need help for that. But yeah, what me and my friend are doing is, I don't think I've seen anyone attempt to do this before. And I think we're starting to, actually no, I think we saw one person who had like a similar idea for it, but we're taking it in a very different direction. I'll give them credit when I start to do this kind of stuff. But I'm starting to realize why nobody has attempted to do this before. So yes, but no, I'm going to be taking, I don't know how long it's going to be. The number I've been throwing around is around 5 months. But I don't know. It could be 2 months. It could be 8 months. Could be 12 years. It's not going to be 12 years. It's probably not going to be that long, but I need to stop streaming so I can focus on that, because 3 streams a week, it's really just, I can't do anything else. So I'm not disappearing. I'm going to have a final stream where I go back and look through some things and be like, wow, look at this. Look at how old and cringe I was. We're going to do that. I'm going to sing some songs. Actually, I might ask you to do something for that stream. Actually, yeah, hold on, wait. I'm going to DM you later. Unrelated to this. I would like you to do something for me. A rebrand? It's not really a rebrand. It's because I'm still going to be me. But I'm going to be telling a story, essentially. I'm going to be telling a story over the course of however long I decide to go on for. So it's not really going to be me being like, hey, what's up, guys? It's E2. I mean, I'm still going to be the same person, but there's going to be a purpose to the streams, is as much as I'll say, at least here on stream. But yeah, the cringe will stay. Oh no, the cringe will absolutely probably still be here, because I'm not becoming a new person. I'm still going to be cringe. I'm still going to be weird and dumb. But also because I think I thought about that originally when I was planning. I really shouldn't be going to this in depth, but I don't, it's fine. I really was planning on acting, like just being a new character. I don't know. Wait, Dia, do you remember? Did I ever send you the Scott and Nappy picture? Do you remember that? Remember when I tried to change my name? I don't know if you remember that. I don't. I think it was just when I was like switching to this model, or maybe the original PNG. I think it was the original PNG model. I wanted to change my name, and I went with Scott. It was like Scott and Nappy, and I sent it to you to be like, what do you think about this? And your first response was, who the F is Scott? It was so funny. And I was like, all right, we're not changing my name. I'm just going with E2. Yeah. I was like, I want to rebrand myself. I want to have a new name. And I went with Scott. And you were just like, who the F is Scott? And I'm like, all right, so we're not switching to Scott. We're sticking with E2. Oh, man. It was so funny. Oh. Yeah, so I'm not changing who I am. I'm still me, but you'll see. All I'll say is you'll see. Scott. Should that be my new nickname? Scott? Oh, man. No, wait. You don't have a... No, we have the ads. Rest in peace. Wait a minute. Are you... Hold on a minute. I forgot. Every time I see you, I forget I need to do that. There you go. I really wish we could just gift to our mods, you know, it'd be nice. Enjoy. I forgot. I gotta get that for Ronin Night too, I think. During the ad. It's fine. I just forgot. The ad reminded me. The ad reminded me. Scotty boy, yeah. That'd be kind of funny. Because, like, that's not my real name. But that would be kind of funny. Just... Actually, I wonder if... I mean, I guess that's literally what actors do. But anyway, what was I talking about? That was the whole thing. Is no. So the Scott thing made me remember... Originally, I was planning on acting. I think I was still going to go by E2. But, like, I was fully planning on being a character. Like, acting and, like, through the whole thing. And, I mean, I used to be an actor in college, you know. I acted in two productions. Actually, no, it was 3. Was it 3? Did I do 1, 2, 3? I think 4. I acted in 4 different productions. No, I was in 4, but I'm not that good of an actor to act for 3 hours improving 3 times a week. I'm not that... I'm not even close to being that good. Because I think I tested it out on my own. But, man. No, I would not... I was like... I really was planning, like, I'm going to be an actor. I'm going to act my character out and go crazy. But, no. Dumb idea. I mean, there are people who there are streamers who kind of do that. But they're putting on a persona as opposed to acting. You know, putting on a persona is different than acting. Everyone puts on a persona when they stream, whether they say it or not. I put on a persona. Speaking of persona. But no, acting is much different than just putting on a persona. And there are people who have done it before, but it's really tough. It's really hard. Matthew? Oh, man. You think I'm a Matthew? Scott wouldn't even fit. Yeah, no. There was a reason I chose Scott, but no, he was just he was a music director when he was like one of my music teachers back in the day. So that's why I picked him, because I was like, oh, it'd be like a nice homage to him. But then you ruined it when you said, no, I'm kidding. You didn't ruin it. You pointed out a genius thing. You pointed out a great flaw in my plan, because nobody knew who Scott was. So, but I mean, I like E2. I really do. I think it's different, and I've managed to incorporate it into the new lore that I'm doing and stuff like that. So I think it's gonna be fun. I like it. And it's unique. People put numbers at the end of their name. Who puts numbers in the middle of their name? How about that? I'm so quirky and weird, guys. I put numbers in the middle of my name. I'm not like other boys. My name has a number in it. I don't know. I'm sure there's a bunch of people like that, but it's funny. Yeah, I'm glad you like it. I'm pretty happy with it. I think it sounds cool. It doesn't really mean anything. It just has a bunch of like, I don't know, it just sounded cool. Just putting stuff together and just sounds cool. So I wish it had a deeper meaning to it, but yeah. Anyway, so that's basically that was probably longer than my actual explanation, but yeah, no, I'm taking a hiatus whenever I finish the case in Ace Attorney. Then we're gonna have a final stream where I look back on all my past. I look back on all the past and wrap it up. And then I have a few things that I need to take care of on that stream. One of the things just came in, and now I need to get over the embarrassment and actually do it. Because I said I would do something at 400 followers, and I have yet to do it. And I have it all behind me. I don't want to do it because it's embarrassing. But I said I would do it. So I'll be ready at by the time I stream my final stream, I will have pictures of it. I'll just get over it and do it. But I did it. I actually still need to fix the skirt because her skirt is very unique. It's not very unique. I need to actually do a cosplay thing. I actually need to do something. I didn't just buy it. I mean, I did buy a lot of it, but they were separate things. But yeah, I also don't even know. God, I'm so embarrassed. I don't want to do it, guys. I really don't. I don't know why I said I would do it, but who knows? Maybe this will be my what was his name? Finster? Maybe this will be my Finster moment. And I'm like, no, guys, I'm just joking. See, isn't it funny? Isn't it gonna be so funny that I'm dressing up as a girl? It's so funny and goofy. And then like 4 months later, he's like, actually, I am fully transitioning. Which, like, I don't mean to like put down their transition. It's still great for them. But it was just so funny that it started off with Finn. I think it's Finn, right? He's the Minecraft guy or girl now. But it just started out with them being like, oh, wouldn't it be hilarious if I dressed up as a girl? And then flash forward like a year later, they are just now like fully like transitioned. It's just really funny. But once again, happy for them. I'm glad they got through that. But it makes me wonder if like they had that feeling the whole time and they were just trying to convince their bros to be like, no, see, it's just a joke, guys. See how funny it is? I don't know. It's so funny. But I remember, I think that's one of the only Minecraft YouTubers I really watched. Besides Hermitcraft, which is just a bunch of millennials, which I don't really watch them anymore, but I genuinely love them. But besides them, I think Finster was like the only one I watched because I was just so genuinely. I think Finster made me interested in possibly dressing up, cosplaying. I've never done it before, but ever since I started watching them do it, I was like, man, I kind of want to do it. I kind of want to try. It does look kind of fun. It does look fun. And I want to be the same way where it's like, no, I'm fully straight. I just think it would be fun. So I don't know, maybe when I debut, I'll be maybe I'll be transitioned. Maybe that's just how it works. No, I'm comfortable enough in my masculinity to dress up as a girl. Honestly, the only reason... No, not the only reason. I'm not going to go down that path. I mean, Fem2 merely is real. They are real. When did I come up with Femto Merely? Was it? Oh, it was Tower of Fantasy. Tower of Fantasy. I came up with Femto Merely. Well, I don't think I came up with it. I think Dia came up with it, but that's when I first used the name. I should get a Femto Merely model. That'd be funny. Not Honkai. Was it Honkai? It was me? Oh. Okay. I got both things wrong. I got the game wrong and I got the credit wrong. Rest in peace. I just wanted to pass it off to you because no, I'm kidding. I guess I did. I think you're right. It was Star Rail though. Who do you play in Star Rail? You're right. It was Star Rail. I couldn't remember. There's a Russian dude, Vladimir, who dresses up as a girl and scared people. Is that like is that the guy who does like the blonde hair? Does he play CSGO or something like that? I remember there's another guy who has like a super convincing female voice. And I tried to learn it for the longest time. I just couldn't figure it out. But yeah, I think they did a collab once. It was really funny. But it was not, it's so much harder to do the female voice than you would imagine. Well, I guess it's actually pretty easy to imagine how hard it would be. I think a lot of it is though, like, I just genuinely don't have the voice for it. I mean, obviously dudes sound like dudes. Well, I don't want to make that generalization, but I definitely, I don't think it's impossible, but it would take so much practice. Like I would need to dedicate my life to trying the girl voice. It would take like months to do. And I mean, I did stuff like that back in the day, not the girl voice, but like beatboxing stuff. I would spend like months crushing and just practicing these sounds to get a specific sound. I don't know if that would be worth it, but it would be kind of crazy to be like, guys, while I was on hiatus for 5 months, I did this. It's like, I don't know. I feel like there might be better things to practice. Like, I don't know, learning a language or something, but... And talk... No. You see, that's what everyone thinks, Dia. That's what everyone thinks. It's so much more in depth than just that. There's so much extra. I mean, besides just like, that's just how the guy does a girl voice talk. If you wanted to be a genuinely fooling voice like that one guy, it just takes that much. It just takes so much effort and so much practice. There's like, you have to like open not your diaphragm, but like your throat, and like use different passages in your airway, and it's so difficult. Don't give me a... Okay, no, I probably won't. I usually only gift you and Ronan subs when you're here, because then I'm like, oh shoot, I forgot. But no, I probably won't while I'm on break, unless like I need you to do something, which would probably be pretty rare. But I probably don't think I would need that. But no, I'll honestly probably forget. I'll probably forget again. But yeah. I would be dumb. Ronan would be the Rat Lab then? Wait, the what? The Rat Lab? What do you mean? Alright. Well, that was my little announcement thing. Like I said, I'll try to spread the word. I don't know how I can do that because, it's gonna be tough. I still think I'll probably announce on my original Twitter, but eventually you'll find a new Twitter account and I'll be posting it, and I'll try to make it popular, or not popular, it's the wrong word. I'll try to spread it around, but we'll see. It's Poison our atoms, it's gaping from our true vocal potential. I mean, it kind of is, but it also kind of isn't. Because, That's actually something that I don't think a lot of people know, is like the female and the male voice box is just like fully different. They're not the same. They have different registers that they can hit. Like what was it? I think chest voice or something. Like what I'm talking in right now, how I'm talking, girls just can't do that. It's just physically not possible. I'm sure there's probably some exception out there, some anomaly where a girl was born with the ability to do chest voice, but it's like there are just literal physical structural differences where you can't do. But like also, like I don't think, what was the, I think it's guys can do chest voice and they can do falsetto, and I think there's something else. There's a different range that they can get, but then girls can do mixed, or maybe it was, hold on, it wasn't, what was the, there's a different thing. And also it doesn't really matter because none of those words mean anything, because you get a different music teacher and they all have their own vocabulary or whatever. But essentially there are certain voices that you just cannot do as a guy, and there are certain girls' voices that you just cannot do as a female. I should say male and female, because we're talking about genetics or whatever. So male and female, I should say. But they are just, they have a lot of similarities, but functionally there are just things that they just can't do. Like I think it's not head voice. Is it false? No, guys can do falsetto. I think girls can do falsetto, but girls can also do head voice or something like that. And I don't think guys can do a head voice or something. There's a bunch of random stuff, but yeah. So this all goes back to talking high and talking gay. Something I never thought I would say, but bars. If you want to have a truly convincing voice, you have to be able to emulate a voice style that you physically cannot do. Play God as a woman. But yeah, no. I actually can't do that anymore because I have one. I have one that sits behind me, and sometimes it just starts talking back to me, and I'm like, stop talking. So I actually cannot say that out loud now. I'm now one of the, I've never used it. Rich, no, I didn't buy it. I was at an event and they had a raffle and I won one. I wasn't even there. I was like sitting around with some people I met at this event, and I said, hey, I gotta go like run to the bathroom or something like that. Can you just, here's my raffle ticket. And then I come back and then they're like, hey, you won one of these. I'm not gonna say the name. And I'm like, oh, that's sick, I guess. It plugs in, and all it does is tell me the time. I mean, it doesn't matter if I use text-to-speech because I have headphones on. I'm not pumping you through my monitors. You can't get me that easily. But yeah. I'm not saying that. Come on. But it is annoying because sometimes it'll just... it's also kind of sad because, like, when I got it, I was like, oh, nice. I can, like, use this to, like, control my stream. I wonder if somebody made, like, a Stream Deck plugin for it or stuff like that. No. I don't even think it control, like, if I use smart lights, I don't even think it can control that. Maybe it can. Hello, let's ask it. I don't think you're going to be able to hear it, but you never know. Wait, hold on. Maybe if I use this mic. If I use this mic, maybe you can hear it. Let's see. Alexa, can you control my lights with smart lights? All right, it can't hear. The microphone isn't picking it up, but apparently it can. If I buy smart lights... Oh, you could hear it? Oh, yeah, you can hear it. Okay, cool. Nice. Yeah, it's super quiet. I thought that microphone would work, but I think I have it set up weirdly. But yeah, I don't know. There's really nothing. There's no purpose for me to have it, because like I don't know what to do with it. It just sits there. I can't even like change the voice. Maybe I could like mod it or something. Or maybe I'll make my own Stream Deck plugin. Maybe. Maybe I'll spend the next 5 months making a plugin to control Stream Deck. I don't know. But I guess that's kind of cool. Sounds like a luxury because we do not use it at all. I also feel like it is... I don't actually think it... Actually, let's look up how much this costs. Mine is an Echo Dot. I don't want to say it out loud. Let's see how much they cost. So it's like... Oh, it's not. What is it? What do I have then? Okay, what do I have? Oh, no, I have a Spot. Okay. Is that it? No, that's not it either. Okay, I guess it kind of is. All right, this is the 24 version. How expensive is this thing should I have just sold it? It's only 80 bucks. It's only 80 bucks. Yeah. I could have gotten it in blue. Yeah, and I mean, all the different versions are essentially just the same thing, just in different formats. Why do they need a kids version? We don't need this for kids. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what to do with it. But I have it. So I don't know, maybe I'll figure out something cool to do with it. It really just sits there and then sometimes it activates and I'll be like, dude, stop talking. That's enough. I don't need you. It's be called Lexi. I think it still has the same name. I don't think they changed the name. It would be funny, but also, why do we need a kids version? What does this thing do? What does this thing do that a kid, maybe it's probably like it will sell me stuff. Alexa, would you sell me anything? Just trying to sell me a Blue Yeti microphone. All right, that's enough. It's no. Stop. No. It was trying to add it to my cart. It was trying to actually buy it. Okay, so that's why we need a kids version. That's why we need a kids version. I didn't actually think it. I just said, sell me something. And I was like, all right, how about I add this Blue Yeti to your cart? I'm like, no, stop. Please. Oh, man. That's so funny. How did it know about my audio? Maybe because I did keep asking about like, because when I first got it, I kept asking like, could you control my audio? Could you control my stream? Could you do this? And it just kept saying no. So maybe it like remembered what I said. And it was like, what if you buy a Blue Yeti? Something that like probably no streamer has used in the past like 7 years. You know? I think it's still a good microphone, but like nobody uses Blue Yetis anymore because there's so many better ones out there. What even is a Blue Yeti? It's like, I mean, back in like, maybe it was 2020. I don't know. But like back when like YouTube and streaming was like becoming popular, that was like the first super popular USB microphone. So like any YouTuber, I think it was actually more for streams. I don't think too many YouTubers did it, or maybe they did and they just didn't show it that often. But that was like the first USB microphone that like blew up in popularity. And it was pretty good. It's not a bad microphone. It was just like you go on Amazon, like you're like, I want to make a YouTube video. What microphone? Blue Yeti. That was like the default recommendation. But now there's so many other ones out there that are so much better and cheaper and stuff like that. So, but yeah, the Blue Yeti was like the first like high quality for amateurs, I should say. And it was a USB microphone. So you didn't need like a separate box for the different cables and like the weird powering stuff. And, you know, it was just a USB microphone that you just plug in your computer straight and it just works. So, well, the first popular one, I think others existed. But yeah, so that's funny though. It's clearly behind the times and just didn't catch up. I don't know. I would expect like a HyperX microphone to be promoted now. That's like the new standard. The HyperX Fifine, I think. Let me see. What if I type into Amazon? What shows up? What if I just type in USB microphone? What's the first thing that shows up? Fifine. Yep. $50 Fifine microphone. And Amazon Basics? Well, that's terrifying. Amazon Basics microphone. Yeah, more Fifine. Okay, so it's Fifine. Okay, well, Fifine, Elgato, and HyperX. Those are the three big ones that are right there. Interesting. I mean, those make sense, though. Oh, there's a blue Yeti. It's only 89 bucks. Man, too poor for these. You definitely don't need any of these. These are all overkill. Actually, no, they're not overkill. I think Fifine is probably good enough. HyperX is pretty solid, but that's also like 100 bucks, 120. Oh my gosh, I was visiting a friend, and I was just visiting a friend, and they have roommates and whatever. And I was meeting the roommates. We were just hanging out, and then I saw one of the roommates like looking up microphones, and I was like, hey, what are you buying microphones for? And she's like, oh, I'm trying to start a podcast, and we just have like the crappy you know, like headphone, like the iPhone headphone microphone, you know, like the wired ones. And I wanted to get an upgrade. And so then I spent the next like 30 minutes helping her pick the best microphones. And I'm like, I'm on vacation and I'm helping someone pick out microphones, which, to be fair, I do genuinely enjoy helping people with, like, you know, tech stuff. But I was like, man, I literally came to visit my friend and we were working on a sheep farm, and I'm helping someone pick out microphones for their podcast. And I was like, hey, if you need help, just feel free to reach out and I'll be your tech support guy. And I was like, why did I say that? Why did I think about that? But I also felt bad because, like, I always feel bad because I'm like, I feel like whenever like I help someone pick something out, I'm like, man, I really hope it works, because then I feel bad. Luckily, they're like relatively cheap. They were within their budget. But I was like, man, if this doesn't work, I'm going to look like so dumb. I'm going to look so dumb. Because I mean, I don't think I came off as like arrogant or like, well, I'm the smartest guy. I don't think I came off like that. But whenever I make a recommendation, I always feel like I come off like that. I always feel like I'm trying to be like, well, I'm smart and you're not. You know, even if that's not even the case, that's just how I feel. Anytime someone asks me a question about anything relating to anything I'm interested in, and I give them an answer, I'm like, gosh, I really hope I didn't sound like not narcissistic, but like smarter than them or something. I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say. I'm always like, come on, I don't want to do that. I don't want to fail. I don't want to be wrong. Oh, man. But hey, they haven't reached out to me, so either that means they're very happy, or they hated it so much and I'm never going to be able to visit my friend again. So I feel like maybe I should reach out, but also I don't want to, because that would be weird to be like, hey, did you buy the microphone? Was I right? Because I can't sleep at night. I'm not that upset about it, but every now and then I'll be like, oh man, I really hope that microphone works for them. I really hope it does. Because they had I think they have a MacBook, and I don't know anything about Mac, so I don't even know if it'll work for them. It should. It's like, I don't know, man. I've never used a Mac before. I don't know if you could just plug in a USB microphone to a MacBook and it'll work. I think it can. I don't see why it couldn't, but like, I don't know, it's Mac. And I'm like, they're spending like, they're buying 2 of these things. I convinced them to spend like over $200 on microphones, and I don't even know if they're gonna work when they plug them in. I'm like, I mean, I looked it up and it said it works. But like, I don't know. I always feel nervous. I'm like, oh man, please work. Please work. Please work. I need this to work so bad. I'm craving for a MacBook. Really? I mean, I don't hate Macs. I just don't use them. But they're also... Wait, what do you mean you're too poor? And then you're talking about you want a MacBook. You're too poor for the microphones, but you want a MacBook? Yeah, you know how expensive MacBooks are? They're like the most expensive piece of tech in the world. Well, Apple is. Just Apple in general. What do you mean? Don't hit me with I'm too poor for the microphones, but you want a MacBook. Who said I can afford it? Okay. Good point. I take it back. I take it back. Who the heck is Mac? He is my favorite character in Cars. He's actually not my favorite character in Cars, but he is cool. Jeffrey Ratzenberger. I don't know if his first name is Jeffrey. Mac in Cars voice. John Ratzenberger. I don't know why. Oh, I was thinking of Jeffrey Katzenberger, not John Ratzenberger. Why do their names sound so familiar? Come on, man. Just a dream of mine. I do, money aside, if Mac wasn't, or Apple wasn't so expensive, I probably would use them. The only thing is they're not so like, they're not really plug and play, you know, like Windows or like non-Apple stuff, I guess besides Linux. You can just like they do everything, you know? I'm infuriated and offended. Mater's fun. I think Mater's pretty cool. It's just, I don't like the second movie. And Mater kind of ruins Mater as a character to me, you know? But it's still fine. Or, the crunchy tablets. I love those. Crunchy? Crunchy is an interesting way to describe those. I think their phones are great for their cameras. I feel like that's like their best thing. But I think other phones have stepped up their game. Ish in cameras. I don't think any of them compare to Apple cameras. But every phone they make has at least a problem among them. Yeah. I don't know. They're also just too expensive. If they were the same price as other phones, but also I feel like every phone is the same price, you know? I feel like nowadays everything is just expensive. Like, I don't know. What's the most recent iPhone? What one are they on right now? 17? For 18. Okay. I just look at an iPhone 18. Okay, there aren't. The Pro model, the base Pro model starting at $1,200. So $1,200. Let's look at the Samsung Galaxy 26 Ultra. Yeah, $1,100. That's AT&T. Can I just like go to Samsung? Yeah. You can get a terabyte of storage? Huh? Yeah, for a 512 gig, $1,200, $1,300 actually, more expensive. So yeah, I guess saying Apple phones are more expensive now isn't really true. They're all the same price. They're all overpriced. They're all too expensive. Switching to the iPhone 17. All right, let's see if you really are poor then. Hey, it's only $1,000. You could spend $1,000 to get... Gosh, it's so insane that phones are that expensive, man. Why are phones that expensive? I mean, I say that wanting the Google Pixel Fold, you know? It's just so insane that phones are that expensive. I don't know why. Why, oh why, oh why. Phones are too much. For what? So we can watch YouTube on them? And take pictures? Such a sheep for phones. Yeah. There are deals like switch to this plan where I give you a free phones for the whole family. Yeah. Or something like that. I really highly, it's like, that's an insane, you know? I feel like they're real, but there's got to be like a catch. Like you have to be on the line for 2 years or whatever, you know? There's no way that you can get like a free $1,200 phone for everyone. Like, I guess maybe, I don't know. Because that's insane. Like, they gotta have like, there's gotta be a catch. Like, it's a terrible, like, only if you buy this like awful plan, or I don't know, maybe you're locked into it for like so many years or something like that. Like, I don't know, my sister just bought a phone, and without telling her, they said like, you buy the phone, but then you have to use the phone for like 2 years. You cannot like use a different plan or whatever. It's really weird. Man, phone companies are crazy. They're crazy. You know what I use though? I use Consumer Cellular, which is like, I guess originally it branded it itself as like a phone company for like senior citizens, which sounds like, oh, I'm just an old guy, but like they have all the phones. Like you could bring pretty much any phone you want. But also because they're specifically originally for like senior citizens or whatever, their customer service is the greatest customer service in the world. Like, it's insane. They went like above and beyond because they assumed originally that their most like standard customer would be people who don't use phones that often. So they have the best customer service people ever, so they can very calmly and kindly guide anyone through that process. But that also means that it's not only if you're old. So we just do that because it's like, it's a relatively nice plan, and like the customer service is insane. It's like genuinely like, I don't think I'll ever be able to use a different company because they're just so nice and they're so helpful. I love it. I love it so much that I genuinely wanted to work there. I genuinely wanted to be like, well, how much do you guys get paid? Because this sounds like awesome. It's like the only job, and granted, maybe it's because like I know they're nice, so I want to be nice to them. Maybe there are like terrible people and they still have to grit their teeth through it, but like I feel like it would be so much fun, you know? And I mean, that's why people join the use that companies, because they know the customer service is so nice, so they go into it knowing that they're going to get someone really nice, so they're not going to be as mean. But man, it's such a fantastic company. I love it. And I mean, they use like just the AT&T towers, so you get AT&T coverage or whatever. It's just a different company or whatever. Hate your company a lot if they can't switch you. I feel like that's what everyone says. I wonder how Mint Mobile is doing now that like the Ryan Reynolds thing is going on, you know? I feel like maybe it got better. But I also feel like maybe people just like it because of Ryan Reynolds, which like, that's fair. Those are like the two companies that I want to try them out too. See how good they are. But hey, what's wrong with him? No, there's nothing wrong with them. I was wondering if Mint Mobile is better now that he owns it, or he's a part owner, you know? Because I don't think anyone heard of it until he bought it and was like, now it's my company. And he started showing up in all the stuff. And genuinely, I think like, I heard that he's not like a spokesperson. He's a genuine owner. And like, he didn't just buy that. He's like actually making decisions for the company. Like he's a genuine, I don't think he's the CEO. Let's see. Yeah, no, Ryan Reynolds bought Mint Mobile like a couple years ago. Yeah, no, nobody really. I mean, it was kind of a company before, but like nobody really. It was a very smaller. It was a much smaller service company. But yeah, no, Ryan Reynolds bought it. I think he's the CEO. Let me see. What position is Ryan Reynolds? How do I spell Reynolds? I think he's a CEO. Oh, there's a Y in there. Oh, okay. So now he's a let's see. Former shareholder, current marketing. Okay, so he's marketing consultant and brand ambassador. But he... Okay, so he's not an owner, but he did have 25% ownership in the company. But he crashed out when T-Mobile finally... Oh, okay. So he used to... Ryan Reynolds had owned 25% of the company. And so he was a big like marketing guy. He would show up in all the commercials and stuff like that. But he also was like a genuine part owner and would like help out. But it looks like T-Mobile bought the company. And so now he's not a shareholder anymore. So he doesn't really own any of it, but he's still a big marketing guy in it. And he's a consultant. But yeah, no, he didn't make like sweeping changes, but he really boosted the company. Obviously because he's Ryan Reynolds and so his publicity helped a lot, but like he genuinely tried to make a lot of changes. But it looks like T-Mobile bought it, so it doesn't matter anymore. But I mean, he's still like the public face of it though. So he's kind of a marketing guy now, which I guess is fine, but that's sad. But it was cool because like he wasn't just like, hey, I'm a celebrity. Look at me, I own a company. He did do that, but he also genuinely owned the company and did stuff, you know? He was doing things. But I think like he owns a couple other companies, or he does that. Like that's just something he likes to do. Because he has the money, he can do it. But yeah, it looks like he doesn't own it anymore. Because T-Mobile said, that's mine. And we love monopolies and consolidating companies. Yeah, it's so random. But it's not as crazy as Shaquille O'Neal, though. Shaq. You know, he does all those, like, commercials or something like that. Like, the Gold Bond and stuff like that. He's actually, like, he only does that for companies he genuinely believes in and, like, actually uses. And then he buys parts of the company, and then he stars in commercials. It's kind of crazy. I think he's kind of cut down on that a lot, but he used to just buy like huge shares of any company that he really loved and supported. It was kind of funny. Holy, I've been yapping for a long time, guys. What am I doing? Am I actually just chatting for once? I keep forgetting that I have the cheerleaders standing on my time machine. Should I put them somewhere else? Yeah, the general insurance. Should I move them? Where are they? Do I put them here? I think I thought about putting them up top here. I don't think they worked. What do I put them here? I feel like that's in the way though, you know, because now you can't really read the chat. Not that there's really... Yeah, I don't know. I think they look better on the... They look better up there. I like them. That's gonna go away when I debut, by the way. I still need to figure out how I want to like incorporate like, because I still like Ibuki and I like all my other stuff. But I don't know how much it's gonna be part of the story. We'll see. Maybe I'll just continue to make that like separate. Rip the girls, yeah. Yeah, I've acknowledged the Chibis. Yeah, they've been there for a while. I like them. I could watch them all day. It's so cool. Oh, shoot, I forgot. They're actually in the game right now. because I think they come from a an event in TrickCal, and I think the event's going on right now. They have these like really weird events called weekend events, where it's like it's literally just 3 days where they're just like, hey, we're just having a random weekday event. And this event that they're from, WW Elias, it's just like they have 2 characters or like 2 groups of characters, and they show you the stats and the builds, and they're like, all right, who's gonna win? It's literally just sports gambling. It's so funny. Blue Archive, no, this is from TrickCal Chibi Go, my probably new favorite game. It's so funny. I've only streamed it once. I streamed it once, and it was very funny. But it's such a hilarious game. Especially in this day and age of gacha games, it's so impressive how much they were just like, we are gonna do something completely different. We're not even gonna try to compete with like beautiful storytelling. But it's not bad storytelling. It's just a pure insanity comedy. It's like there's no other game like that in the gacha game world right now. They were just like, yeah, we can't tell these beautifully character world-driven stories. We're just here to tell the most absurd comedy story you've ever seen in your life. So I truly love what Epid Games, I think it's Epid? Sepid, maybe Sepid Games. They are genuinely changing the trajectory of the gacha game world. It's so awesome. No other game is like that right now. And I hope there are going to be more, because it is a shift we need. We need to stop just doing random fantasy gacha games, you know? 3D JRPGs, I feel like we've reached the pinnacle with NTE. I genuinely like NTE, but I feel like I don't know what more there is to do. I don't know what more they can do in the 3D gacha game market, you know? Love you, I'd love you for it. Hey, I'm glad you like TrickCal. Maybe I should play that more often. Welcome in, Octo. You kind of did. Actually, no, you fully did. I'll be more in depth later, but no, I'm going on a hiatus whenever I finish the next case for Ace Attorney. This is gonna be funny. This is gonna be really funny to explain to Octo for reasons. But yeah, I'm going on a hiatus to focus on the debut. And there's just a lot that goes into it. There's a ton that I'm working on. It's a lot more than just I'm gonna use my new model. Me and my good friend have been working on it. I'm not gonna tell you who they are, Octo. I'll announce who they are when I do my final stream, because I want to do like a little final stream where I kind of go over everything and like maybe sing a couple songs, do some things that I've been meaning to do. And then, yeah, I'm going to go on a 5-month break. And then when I come back, it'll be something you've never experienced, Ed. So, yeah. But yeah, me and my friend who are working on this together. So, I'm sure I'll let you know who they are when we do the stream. But yeah, I'll make a more detailed post on Discord and Twitter and stuff like that later. But yeah, that was the announcement, essentially. What you need me for? Well, it's more like it's not like it's more like I don't think I'll need you guys to do anything, but I'm gonna need you guys. I would like you guys. I would like you guys to continue to be mods for me. And if I'm working on stuff, I think it would be helpful to just have you guys just at least know what's going on, you know? I don't think I specifically need, like, I don't have a specific job to be like, I need you to do this for me. Well, except for one thing that I'm gonna ask, and maybe I'll do a little commission. Not for the story, just for something I want to do on my final stream. Because something else I promised you guys that I think I feel like only Dia remembered, because I think Dia specifically asked for it, but I also said it kind of as a joke and I never wrote it in stone. But there's a certain song that I said I would sing and I kind of need to do it. And it kind of will be the perfect last thing you hear from me. No, not Donut. Not Donut. You already heard Donut. That's the most K-pop I'll ever. Actually, no. I'll probably sing other K. Also, that's not K-pop. I'm so dumb. But it's something else that you asked for as a joke. But also, it kind of is a beautiful ending. Kind of a beautiful ending. I don't know. It'll be funny. But anyway, I'd like you to draw Despacito by K-pop Demon Hunters. No. Octo, no. But yeah, no. I would like you to draw something. I think it would be fun. A reimagining of something you did many years ago involving Cat 2 Emirly. I think that would be fun. But yeah, no, it would just like, obviously you guys are my mods, and I want you to, I'd like you to just be in the loop of what I'm doing. It'd be nice. But if I could commission you to draw some Cat 2 Emirly, that would be perfect. It would be perfect. It's gonna be the most insane ending to my stream ever. $100, all right. If that's what you want, I will pay as much as I need. I will do whatever it takes for Cat 2 Emirly to make a return. Rich guy's 1,000. Oh man, whatever it takes. I actually am commissioning something. I hope it's not too much, but something else. I need to work on that too. Gosh, I'm just doing so much right now, which is why I need to take a hiatus so I can just focus on that. And because yeah, the sooner I take a hiatus, the sooner I can come back and be done with it. Not be done with it, but continue on with it. Oh boy. Anyway, how are you doing, Octo? It's good to see you. We've just been yapping the whole time. I actually can't believe it. I wasn't able to open up my thingy because, whatever. Or because my camera's not working. So I can't open up an Android. Rest in peace. So you've just been yapping. You can pay your mod beloved $1,000 to. The most I've ever spent on stream was or on a streaming thing. Well, not like, well, like for a friend. Was, as a joke, yes. I mean, I guess this... I'm not rich, okay? But I'm in a very privileged position right now. And actually, currently, I kind of need to cut back a bit. Not because I did anything bad. I just... There's some things I need to take care of. I'm not going to get into it right now. And so currently, I can't go as crazy as I was able to. But the most I ever did was, my friend Eraser, was, could you shout... Actually, hold on. Let's shout Eraser out. Eraser. Let's see if she just... There you go. I always forget that I like to shout Eraser out when she's not here. Anyway. No, I really liked Tribby from Honkai Star Rail, and I, as a joke, sent her $100 on stream so she would pull for Tribby. It was just like a random impromptu, like, all right, here's $100, pull for Tribby right now. Should have been me. What, the $100? Oh yeah. Look at me being like, see, D, I need you to be the mod for me, and then I just do. Man, I'm such a terrible streamer. I really am a horrible streamer. Part of those 5 months of hiatus are going to be learning how to be a good streamer and stop being bad. I'm sorry, Dia. That was perfect. Oh, man. Waiting at the airport. Hey, hope your flight is better than mine was. Split the money with Ronan. Are you gonna run away with the money? You're our horrible streamer. It's enjoyable. I'm glad you enjoy it. I'm glad you enjoy it. Oh man. But yeah, actually, when it comes to the Legos, I haven't really bought any Lego sets in a long time. I think the most recent, what was the most recent one I got? I think it was, did I put it away? Yeah, the most recent set I bought was actually something I bought. I bought, when I did Ibuki's birthday, I bought her some gifts, which were really just stuff that I wanted, but I put in bags for her. And one of them was like a little tiny little spaceship, a Star Wars spaceship. I think that's the last Lego thing I bought. I don't know, there's nothing really out right now. There's really nothing out right now. Like this year, there's a lot of interesting things that are coming out, but they're either too expensive or I'm just not interested in them, you know? I think there's some stuff coming out next year that I kind of want to buy. But also, like I said, I need to do some financial budgeting right now, so I can't just go out and get a bunch of stuff, but maybe there's stuff. Maybe there's like there's some sets that have been retired out that I kind of want to go out and get. That would be kind of fun. But like they're super expensive, so I don't know. And I've been getting a lot more plushies. There's some figures that I bought and pre-ordered and stuff like that, so I really do need to. Yeah, there's just really not much coming out in the Lego space. I kind of have everything I want. There's a set, I think a Y-Wing is coming out next year that I really want. That'll be pretty cool. Like next year, they're because it's going to be, I think, the 50th anniversary of just Star Wars in general. So they're doing a bunch of like really unique sets. So there's some sets that are like, I think they're going to have like a George Lucas minifigure. They're going to be like, it's going to be like a behind the scenes of Tatooine, which is kind of cool. So that'll be kind of fun. There's a Y-Wing. Yeah, I don't know. There's really not so much happening right now. So it's kind of just like, it's been a couple of years of just not really buying any sets. So gotta go clean to catch. Hey, enjoy your flight. Good luck. Have fun. And I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Hey, we're all terrible when we start out, but you'll get better very quickly. You'll get better quickly. Well, you'll get worse like me. You'll get a lot worse like me. I feel like I used to be a lot better. I feel like I used to be better. I really wish I had. That's actually something, if someone gets, that would be like the most important thing, is whenever you get into streaming, like actually save your VODs. Because like Twitch only saves them for 30 days. And then they go away. And I really wish I had some of my first streams. That's like a super important thing that I don't think anyone says to do. Like save your VODs. Either archive them on YouTube or just, you know, download them manually, but that would get really, really taxing because that's a lot of storage. But I think that's probably the most important thing, because then you at least get to see like, hey, what's my oldest stream. For some reason, I don't know why, I think my oldest VOD is just some random VOD. I didn't like specifically save or anything. Let me go here. If I go to content video producer, descending, ascending. Let's see here. I have some highlights, some clips from 2024. Oh, maybe it's finally gone. I mean, whatever VOD I'm talking about is now on YouTube because I moved everything over that I had. So yeah, it looks like that one actually finally got deleted. Okay, well, never mind. I had like a VOD that just for whatever reason, that one singular VOD from like 2021 or 2022, it just saved and never deleted. But it was like, it wasn't like something like important or something big. It was just a random VOD that Twitch was just like, we're gonna hang on to this one for like 4 years. But I guess it's finally gone now. But it's on my YouTube at least. I don't know. Oh boy. Man, what have I been doing? Oh boy. Probably won't remember it. I mean, we can see here. I can go to my YouTube channel, my archive. Let's see. Let's go to my channel, to go to videos, and just keep scrolling. Probably shouldn't take too long. I don't have too many channels on here. All right, 2023. Okay. Yeah, just a random Genshin stream from 2023. Okay, maybe I'm thinking of something else because they're all from 2023. Okay, no, this one's 2022. Ah, there we go. Yeah, it's just a random VOD from 2022. November 2nd, 2022. Freaks you out. Hey. Yeah, it's 2022 because I don't even have a PNG model. Not even the old PNG model. I just don't have any PNG model. It's just, that's what I used to be. I just ripped gameplay. I don't even think I had chat. And I did that for 2 years. Just ripped straight gameplay. Nothing to look at. Which I think is fine. Hello, Sharky Mini. Welcome in. You're getting banned. No, I'm getting banned. It's so old, yeah. It's a vibe. It was a vibe. It was fun. All right. I know you just hopped in. I have the announcement. I'll restate it for you, Sharky, but I need to use the bathroom very quickly. I'll be back in like 1 minute, and then I will tell you what the announcement is. 1 minute. Count it. Back. Wait, why am I here? All right, now I'm back. I wasn't on the other scene at all.
Yes, I did wash my hands. I did.
But I also, where do I want to put this right now? Right over there. I also got a sparkling water.
Proof? How do I prove I washed my hands? All right, what did I miss? Don't forget to... I washed my hands. I washed my hands. It is unprofessionalism. No. My announcement is that I have to use the bathroom. Yes, yes. Flop to Emir. Come on, man. I leave for 2 seconds. Also, I hope I was under a minute. I didn't actually count because I didn't. I just guessed. I did wash my hands though. I hate having dirty hands. I actually just talked about this with my family or something like that. This is gonna come off really dumb. Actually, hold on. No. I told Sharky I would say the announcement. So I am taking a hiatus. Whenever I finish the next Ace Attorney case, whenever I finish that, I'm gonna take like a hiatus. We're gonna have like a final stream where I go back. We get all nostalgic over one of my older clips, or I don't know. We're gonna do some stuff. It's gonna be fun, right? We're gonna go over. I'm gonna look over some of my old stream setups and some of my old songs that I used to use and stuff like that. It'll be nice, but then I'm gonna take like about a 5-month hiatus while I prepare for my full-on VTube model debut, and then I'll come back. So that's basically the short stuff. Is I'm going on a hiatus in very short terms. But yes. Anyway. What was I talking about? Oh, dirty hands. I was talking about this with my family because this is going to sound really annoying and not pretentious, but cringe. I don't like to get like my hands dirty when I eat. So like ribs, for example, I eat ribs with a fork and knife because I'm a psychopath and I don't like barbecue sauce on my hands. Cause it's like, like I know you get napkins, but like then you get like the paper napkins that like, they disintegrate and like, it's just not great, right? So I eat ribs with a fork and knife, and it's an art. I also eat like chicken legs and like pretty much anything you imagine, with the exception of like a couple handheld foods like sandwiches or like, depending on the kind of like sloppy Joe, like sometimes I'll eat those things with like a fork and knife, but like if it's like a clean food, where it's not gonna like mess up your food or your hands, then I'll eat that with my hands. Like chicken nuggets or something like that, or fries. But like a rib or a chicken leg or something like that, I'll eat that with a fork and knife. And it's an art. It's generally something I had to practice to eat. It's not easy. But it's just because I don't like having dirty hands when I eat. So I do not like having dirty hands, but I don't mind having dirty hands. If I need to do it, I'll do it. It's not a big deal. I just don't prefer it. So, because then literally a week after that conversation with my sister, I was working on a sheep farm in probably the dirtiest, messiest situation I've ever been in my life. And I just kind of powered through it. It's kind of funny because like when you're working on any kind of animal farm, the first couple of hours you're like, I don't want to step in anything. I don't want to get my hand. So I'm going to try to just, it's not like I was like, ew, I don't want to step in it, but it was to be like, hey, it's there. I see it. I'm not going to try to step in it, But after about like 2 or 3 hours, you've already stepped in it multiple times. And you're just like, well, I mean, I'll just take a shower when I get home. There's nothing I can do, I'm already covered in this stuff. I'll just take a shower. So it's kind of funny. It's like the first couple hours I was like, obviously I didn't tell my friend that because they work there. That's what they work in. So they're used to it. But I was like, I don't want to step in this. I don't want to touch this. It's gross, but I'm going to try my best to stay around it. And then about an hour, you're just like, there's nothing I can do. It's just going to happen. And you're just going to take a shower when you get home and it's fine. So I don't mind having messy hands as long as I'm not eating. So I don't know how we got to this. I don't know how we got here. Oh, because you guys wanted me to prove that I wash my hands. That's how I prove I wash my hands. Not because I'm eating right now, but I am drinking a nice sparkling water. Anyway. Have I been talking for 2 hours? Yeah, I think I went way overkill with the proof. Although it's verbal proof, I don't have a blue light. My camera doesn't work, and I don't have blue light, so alas. Alas, earwax. That is good. Well, kind of out of stuff to say. I said my announcement. I can't open a box because my camera doesn't work. So that's sad. I guess I could use my phone camera. That would be funny. I think, do I still have it? I think I still have it. What box? It was my Nendroid box. I have a new Nendroid. So, it is Kanata from Lucky Star. It's very cool. But I guess I can't open it. I was excited because like I wanted to open it. I have some new plushies that I got that I never got to show off, so. But hey, if you want, you can join the Discord. I post pictures in there of my stuff. Koyuki? Where is Koyuki? Why didn't I hear Koyuki? Hello? Did you guys hear Koyuki? I didn't. Huh. Why did that not work? Is Koyuki turned off? No, Koyuki is on. Why did that not work? What? Wait, is that... Oh, that's Koyuki Moment. Not random Koyuki. That's the random one. Huh? We don't need her. Yes, we do. We do need Koyuki. Where is it? Holy. Okay, wait. The random Koyuki works. So why is the Koyuki Moment not working? Do I not have it anymore? Oh, that's why. Because, yeah, it doesn't exist. Hold on. Let me turn that off. No wonder it doesn't work. I don't have anything. It's not a real redeem I have anymore. I got rid of it because I have the random Koyuki. That's why. Is it crackly? Is my voice crackly? I feel like it's crackly right now. Yeah, is it? Nope. Wrong voice. There it is. Okay. No. Just Koyuki is crackly for some reason. No more Koyuki. Well, you still have the random Koyuki. Random Koyuki still exists. Oh no. Oh no. Please stop. I regret this immediately. I regret it immediately. Awesome. You know, I got rid of Koyuki Moment because I got rid of the Koyuki Moment because I mean nobody used it. Well, not nobody used it. Just random Koyuki is the same thing, but better. Also, blessed. Yes. Also, can I show you guys something that I spent, I think, 4 hours on? I've been debating just letting this pop up naturally, but now that I'm kind of going a hiatus and I don't know if I'm going to carry this over to the new E2 stream. So, there is a small percentage that when you do the random mambo, that this happens. I might have spent 4 hours making this. I might have spent a little bit too long, but I wanted to show this off. You know, just a little bit of mambo. Just a little bit of mambo. I think I saw somebody made a YouTube video out of this, and so I was like, what if I just make my own version as an overlay? Yeah, so you know, just a little bit of mambo. I wanted to show that off. I spent a lot of time on it, and after it's a very small percentage champ than when you do like the normal mambo that shows up, but I realize that now that I'm going on hiatus, it's probably not going to show up. Well, no, I literally added that about like a week ago. I came home from my trip, and instead I was like, I'm gonna take the day off from streaming because like I'm really tired and I had a horrible flight. So instead of taking a nap on my day off, I just spent 4 hours making that instead. Because I'm smart. But yeah, theoretically there's a chance. But it's a very small percentage. But yeah. I like it. It's silly. I don't know if I'm going to bring that over into my new streaming setup because I'm definitely keeping the normal mambo. Definitely keeping that one because I have to. Smart is a strong word to describe yourself. Yeah. Yeah. I spent a lot of time working on that for ultimately nothing. But hey, it's fine. It's just a nice little mambo. No Ibuki noises. Well, this is a mambo thing. I still have the Ibuki redeem. I haven't actually really thought, besides Ibuki gaming, I don't really know what else I could do with Ibuki on the stream. And I really do like the Ibuki gaming, although I think I want to take a new picture. I like the Ibuki picture, but I feel like I could do a better one. But I like the Ibuki picture. But that's a Mambo redeem. That's just for Mambo and nobody else. I actually did want, there was a Koyuki. I wonder if I could pipe it through. I guess I could do this. I wanted to do something with this. Is this the song? Hold on, let me I think it's, I'm gonna cover up the chibis for a second here. Stream mix, there we go. I had this. I thought this would be funny, but I don't know how I was going to turn this into like a stream thing. Like I wasn't just gonna drop this video, you know? But like it's really well made, but it would take so much effort to like, essentially I'd have to make it myself, you know? Remake it so I could like overlay it. Kind of like I did with the Mambo. But it would have taken so much effort. Like the Mambo one already took a lot of effort, and that was just sliding PNGs across a screen. But yeah, that's the... Whoops. That's the Mambo one, or the Koyuki one. I really thought that was funny. The person who made that is a genius. A genius. Here, let me mute the browser there. Yeah, so Koyuki, I pulled her off stream because I just didn't feel like streaming that day. But yes, we do have a new Koyuki. She's a pajama. Pajama Koyuki. So technically the event itself is a rerun event. So you're not missing, like I already streamed the event last year when it came out. It's probably up on my YouTube channel, I think. If not, it's somewhere there. But Koyuki Pajama was in that event, but she wasn't actually released as a character. So she's out and I pulled her, and I think I pulled her like at 50 or 60. So pretty lucky, very lucky. But now I'm just going to be saving for I'm saving for the Fox Squad pulls. Wrong thing. Which is going to be a while. It's going to be a bit. But yeah, let's see here. They have a couple new students that are coming out, but I'm really not interested in them right now. Yeah. Yeah, we have pajamas right now, which I guess I have all three of the pajamas. Then we have Rena and Konoka, which are really cool, but I'm going to be skipping. We got the Bunny Toki rerun, which I already have her. We got Seiya and Asuna school uniform. Yeah, I don't have Asuna. I have her. So I have those two characters. Yes, Toki Bunny Girl is coming back. But I already have her, so I'm not going to pull for her. Those two characters I have. We have Akane school uniform, which is not new, but I'm probably going to skip her as well. Camping Maki rerun. I already have her. The other camping girls. And then finally Fox Squad. So we got like 4 or 5 banners to save for the Fox Squads. Which, I don't know, depending on who they are and like what they do. I feel like I shouldn't skip them though, because they're limited characters. And then we actually have a ton of reruns, which is kind of nice. Because I think I have all the reruns except for Erika. I don't have her. Maybe I'll pull for Erika. Let's see who's after that though. Band rerun, limited dash. Oh, and then the swimsuit. Oh, but the swimsuit, the Shanghai Jing swimsuit girls are not limited. Really? Wow, they're doing so many reruns. Oh my gosh. After the Fox Squad pulls, there's like 15 banners of reruns excluding Erika and the new swimsuit characters. Really interesting. Wow, there's so many reruns. That's awesome. That's gonna give me so much time to like save up. If that's the case, if there's that many reruns, I think I am gonna try to pull for Erika then. I was gonna skip her because she's not limited and she'll just be on the banner. I think I am gonna pull for Erika, or gonna try at least. Wow. So yeah, we have a fair amount of pull sessions coming up here, but probably gonna skip most of them. Most of the banners, so probably not a lot to do. Maybe that means I should do some story time. What I might do when I'm on, I don't know. It may not be as fun to just make a YouTube video out of it, but because I thought about it, because like if I take 5 months, I'm never gonna finish the Blue Archive story in time for like anything. So maybe I would make some YouTube videos where I just record myself doing it. But I don't know if it would be as fun just kind of doing it on my own. I don't know. I'll give it a shot. I may or may not do it. We'll see. But if there's that many reruns, then it's really kind of the perfect time to be doing it, because there's really going to be a bunch of rerun events, probably. Not too much main story update. I don't know. It's going to be annoying. It's going to be difficult to catch up, but I'm going to try my best. But yeah. Okay. All right. At this point, I feel like I've definitely said the announcement. And I really don't know if I should play a game for the next 40 minutes, you know? Plus, I do have to actually leave a little bit early, so I know it's a little bit earlier than I usually am, but I think I'm going to call it here. So like I said, TLDW, because we're watching, not listening. I will be taking a hiatus whenever I finish the case that I'm on for Ace Attorney. So in probably about a month, I'm gonna stop streaming. I don't know how long. The number I'm saying is about 5 months. It could be less, it could be more. I don't know. I will obviously keep you guys up to date through ways that you will see. But when I finish the case, whenever I finish the case in Ace Attorney, I will set a date for my final stream. It'll probably be about a week or two after. Because I really don't know how long this case is going to last. I'm guessing about 3 streams. So 4 to 5 weeks, I'll have my final stream. And then it'll be a fun little, hey, look at all the things we did. Look at this thing and whatever. And then I'll be gone, at least from streaming. I'll still be in people's, Twitch channels. I'll still be in Discord. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with my Twitter account yet because I feel like it's just fully just broken, and it's just, I don't know. I kind of don't like Twitter, but it's really the only way to reach out to people and stuff like that. So I'll see what I want to do with that. But yeah, I'll still be on YouTube. I want to make, well, not streaming on YouTube, but I want to make more YouTube videos and stuff like that while I'm gone. But a lot of my time will be focused on just making, setting up my stream. Because once again, I don't want to say too much about it, but it is there's so much stuff that I'm putting into this. It's a lot, and you'll understand when I actually start streaming, but it is a lot more than just using a model. I'm trying something that I think that really very few people, if any, have really done before. So we'll see how it goes. It might work, it may not work. We'll see. Probably won't work, but you never know. We gotta try, right? Let's say hello. Let's go raid Izza. I never get to raid Izza, so let's say hi to Izza. Izza Ta Bidin 26. Could you get the raid message, Dia? Very curious. Yeah, I'm really excited. Even if it like sucks. Even if I like screw it up or whatever, I think it still should be kind of fun. But we'll see if it works. We'll see if it works out. But yeah, we're gonna raid Izza. They're playing some NTE with some friends. Very cool. Love NTE. Very cool. All right, let me grab the raid message here. There's the raid message if you'd like. I'm still gonna have my normal streaming schedule and stuff like that. So like I'll be back on Monday with Ace Attorney. On Wednesday, I guess we'll probably play some Blue Archive, and next Saturday we will very, very likely actually play On Guard, because I still want to finish that game. Whether I finish it before I end, I don't know. Maybe we'll pick a new game. I don't know, but regardless, thank you all for hanging out, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.